Good evening, everyone. Christine here from Oz Arab Media. Tonight we are at the Belmore Sports Grounds. We are supporting Canterbury Bankstown Council that is sleeping out tonight. Let's have our mayor. That is the main reason why we're doing that. Hello.
Hey Christine, thank you for being here. I want to thank you. I thank Oz Arab Media, of course, for always supporting this fantastic initiative. Canterbury Bankstown has the second highest number of homeless people in the state behind the city of Sydney. On any given night, we have something like 2,700 people sleeping rough in Canterbury Bankstown.
Right.
So we as a council decided to do something about it, to create awareness. As you know, a lot of people feel ashamed, especially people from multicultural communities feel ashamed that they are homeless. But the reality is no one chooses to be homeless, whether it's domestic violence, whether it's family issues, whether it's the higher cost of living. There's many reasons why people become homeless. So tonight we're creating awareness, we're fundraising, and I do want to thank the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, who are our partners, Aaron, John and the whole team.
Yes.
And tonight what shows you is when we as a community work together, we're much, much stronger.
Definitely.
And I want to thank the Bulldogs for opening their doors once again for us to be here and support this important cause.
Yeah, the Bulldogs have many partners sort of coming from our schools network, our emergency services, our fans, our stakeholders far and wide. Our relationship with council is unbreakable. So when the mayor and his team came to us, this is our second year now at Belmore Sports Ground, almost a decade of mayoral sleepouts. We just felt really privileged to be part of it, that we could open our doors. Like I've said a number of times, we play at Belmore, a handful of games throughout the year. Hopefully that grows over time. But when we can have these community events, it's when the rubber really hits the ground. And we're just so pleased that we can make a lot of noise, and it's all for the good.
How much does it mean, do you think, to the players themselves and the members of the Bulldogs to experience something like tonight?
It's very special, but it's also very eye-opening. We had a number of our NRLW girls here today, and you hear a statistic like 2,700 homeless people right now sleeping outside.
Wow.
It just makes you think. It makes you stop and think. And I think if we can, not just that statistic in general, but just that there's a problem, it's systemic, and we need to stop it, particularly at a youth level. Obviously it happens for our community, and we can make a real difference. We just need to have these events, create awareness, and make sure that we're actually taking a step in the right direction to cease as I said, the growth of it, which is just a shame.
Some of the donations we've got to Mission Australia, Maronites on Mission and Brothers in Need. These are three charities that work in this space. Mission Australia have a house actually in Greenacre supporting young homeless people. And we all know what Maronites on Mission and Brothers in Need do in terms of supporting and feeding people that are sleeping rough. So we're grateful for them partnering with us as well. But as I said, we're much stronger together, and tonight it's on display.
We are one of the few specialist homelessness services in Canterbury Bankstown, LGA. So we work with homeless young people, so from ages 15 to 26.
Wow.
So we specifically work with them at the moment with our 2 youth refuges, and we have some transitional properties and some private rental subsidies that we work with young people to get into the private rental market so they're not homeless. So there's 2 properties that we actually manage to put those young people in somewhere to sleep immediately. So those houses aren't cheap. They cost rent, water, electricity, trying to feed 11 teenagers. If you've ever tried to feed teenagers, you'll know how expensive it is, grocery bills for 11 young people alone, and that's just in our crisis refuges. So,
So Muslim Women Australia was established in 1983. We work with advocating for women's rights, all women's rights, through our Islamic principles.
Right, that is amazing. And how are you guys involved tonight in this sleep out?
We're involved by representing our organisation, as well as representing women all over the world that stand up and not to be afraid to speak about your situation.
Amazing.
And to make a change, really, especially not just as everyone, but for our community as a whole.
But a lot of our clients come from what we would call crisis accommodation. So through Homes New South Wales, they can access some very short-term temporary accommodation. Usually it's only a couple of nights. and we'll get referrals from Homes New South Wales. We'll also get referrals from other organisations who might meet young people, but a lot of them do not even realise they're homeless themselves. So they're what we call couch surfers or rough sleepers. So they're not necessarily sleeping on the streets, they're sleeping on friends' couches, they're sleeping, with family friends in overcrowded situations. So a lot of them wouldn't identify as homeless.
Right.
So they usually get sent to us, oh, I just need some help with money, or I need help to find a more long-term accommodation option. And I say, are you homeless? They say, oh, no, I'm not homeless, I'm sleeping on my friend's couch. And so a lot of the times they're not even aware that that would be what we consider actually a homeless young person. So unfortunately a lot of homelessness in young people is what we call unseen, because they're not actually aware of it themselves. So
Tell me, Miriam, have you ever encountered a situation where people or women reach out to your association saying, hey, we're sleeping rough, we're homeless, we're in maybe economic hardship? If you do, how do you deal with it?
Yeah, so we see it on a daily basis a lot. We have women that reach out and we take their referrals. We also assist with reaching out we've got crisis accommodation for women and children that are escaping domestic violence and homelessness. We also assist the community with frozen meals at our office, as well as fresh bread delivered daily, where they can come out and pick up some food.
Oh, what a kind job you guys do. We thank you for this initiative. How is the council really tackling homelessness?
So I think, supporting community organisations who are on the ground first and foremost, community sort of outreach as well. If anyone who requires assistance, we will put them in touch with those community organisations, but also funding those community organisations who provide those vital services to those people in need as well.
Tell me, Conroy, how do you think of tonight's Mayor's Sleep Out?
I think it's really good. There's a huge homelessness crisis, not just in our community, but around New South Wales. Housing insecurity is a big problem. There's not enough affordable and public homes. There's not enough food around for everyone who's struggling, so it's great to sort of elevate some of the organisations who are doing work in that space to help those who are in need,
How on grounds is really council or councillors helping in tackling homelessness in our area?
Well, some of my advocacy's been around some of the public housing situations in our areas. There's sort of been plans to sort of change the situation, and I've been advocating where I can to make sure we have as much public homes as possible, because that's really important.
There is a lot of people that actually sitting without a shelter, and especially with this weather. I mean, we're wearing everything and we're still feeling very cold. The weather, it's cold, and there's people, especially I notice there's a lot of teenagers as well that don't have shelter, and we need to support them. And there is a lot of people need that and need to be behind them to explain to them how that would feel. And for me, experience this in the night, that's something
we have it every night.
Yes, so it is something that we encourage, and a good turnout tonight. I feel a lot of people coming, and we thank the Bulldogs. They're doing an amazing job. They give us their the space and on the ground and all that, that's a great initiative from the Bulldogs.
Who are you and why are you here tonight?
My name's Luke O'Connell. I'm here tonight to support homelessness in Canterbury Bankstown, because I'm a Bulldog supporter, and I felt as though as a Bulldog supporter we need to give back to the community as a family club.
I work at the local public school, and the Bulldogs and the Mayor are very good friends of our school, Punchbowl Boys High School.
Lovely.
So I'm here to show my support. We've also got a few sponsors that sponsor our school here, like Bankstown Sports Club. They're here as well, so we're here to support them too.
Amazing. Tell us how important it is to experience such an event for a high school like your high school. What do you think they can learn from
Look,
it?
it's absolutely massive. There's so much that they can learn and understand and appreciate at the end of the day. That some people aren't blessed with homes, and some people aren't blessed with a place to sleep. So it's nice once in a while to go out there and experience what other people experience, and to learn and understand that life's not given to you, and you need to work hard for it. And if you don't, then potentially this can be your ending.
Yes. Can you just advise us or lead the way where we can donate?
Look, I want to say we're grateful for every donation, whether it's $1, it's $10, $100, $1,000, $10,000. The reality is every dollar makes a difference.
Definitely.
And I say this all the time, we might not be the richest community in the world, but we're definitely the most generous community in the country. We always look after one another, and we've seen it throughout the drought, we've seen it throughout the bushfires, throughout COVID. We stick very solid as a community, and we support our fellow Australians. This is what we do. So please, I'll send the link through for you to put on the thing.
We will put it
on the link on the website. Please dig deep, donate as much as you can. Every dollar counts. You can never know how many lives you can change tonight.
Please chip in to the 3 different charities that are working with council on this, so we can help all of those.
Yeah, look, I think whether it's like the Mayor said, a dollar or much more, we are a very generous community. If people don't donate money, they donate something, whether it's time or money, food.
Yeah.
But I think just being a part of it, even a small donation, it's symbolic, it's very powerful, and it will build this year and beyond.
But if you do want to come down and help us out at Mission Australia, we do have a volunteer program on our Mission Australia website, so keep our eyes on that because we have some vacancies coming up. But you can always welcome to donate. We have an office in the Campsie Centre, so Christmas time's coming up, and we'll definitely need some support around that time. So if you wanted to come down, see what we can do to help out.
Thank you so much for the three of you, for your time, for the initiative to put this together, and we hope the numbers really do get down.
And always remember, always proud to be a Bulldog.
We are proud to be Bulldogs, and whoever isn't, they will become.
Absolutely. Go the Doggies.
Amazing. Go the Doggies. Thank you
Thanks so much.
much.
Thank
All
you.
right, have a good night.